couple of days ago, and it goes back to what I was talking about, the mounting criticism on Hamas, including within the Palestinians. Palestinians in Gaza Strip, there is something about the story of Hamas in Gaza Strip that is complex. Hamas is from Gaza Strip. It was born in Gaza Strip in the 1980s. It has a strong presence in Gaza Strip, meaning in sense of like, it has a strong support base in Gaza Strip. There are hundreds of thousands of people in Gaza Strip who benefit Hamas rules. I mean, Hamas governs Gaza Strip since 2007. You know, he employs 50,000 officials and preachers and academic teachers, and he sets the agenda, the curriculum at school. He's charging taxes. He legislates laws. He has police and courts and all those things. So it's the government of Gaza Strip. More than that, you know, in the elections in 2006, majority of Palestinians supported Hamas, knowing what Hamas' agenda is vis-a-vis Israel, meaning that Hamas votes to eliminate Israel through the use of power. That being said, on the other hand, there are many people in Gaza Strip who loathe Hamas, who hate Hamas. Hamas, in the end of the day, is a very brutal organization, and he established itself an Islamic emirate in Gaza Strip. And for Hamas, this is the most significant thing, and nothing stands on the way to make sure that this emirate will continue, at least from Hamas' perspective. So Hamas brutally oppressed any opposition and criticism in Gaza Strip, and fueling with that, of course, growing anger and resentment of people in Gaza Strip. And of course, the whole destruction that Hamas inflicted upon people of Gaza Strip basically further fueled this anger. And right now, obviously, when you see the disastrous outcome for Gaza Strip following Hamas' brutal attack, obviously the criticism is mounting. And so there was an interesting note by the Israeli Minister of Defense that kind of like went a little bit under the radar, but I think it's interesting to mention that. A couple of days ago, the Israeli Minister of Defense, Yoav Gallant, said, well, we are going to get to Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas in Gaza Strip, and we are going to kill him. And then he added, unless the people of Gaza Strip will get to him first. And that will make this war shorter. And this is an interesting note, because basically it reflects the understanding that there are many people in Gaza Strip that would like to see the end of Hamas. And maybe that was kind of like I wouldn't even say a hint, but it's a very direct call for the people of Gaza Strip who wants to get even with Hamas to do something, and actually by taking down, eliminating themselves, Sinwar and other leaders of Hamas in Gaza Strip, they will actually help themselves, because the war then will be shortened. So it was an interesting note by Gallant that kind of like went a little bit low beneath the radar, but I think that, by the way, it's one of the things that I've been saying all along since day one of this war, is that the more Israel is present on the ground, the more the military pressure, the more Israel has a better intelligence flowing in, because many people are even I would say voluntarily, so almost are providing this intelligence. Obviously, intelligence is extracted also by Hamas militants that have been caught, and they are providing intelligence and information.